And a warm welcome here ahead of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Normally these streets are lined with vehicles, it's non-stop traffic jams, but today the roads are closed to everyone except the 20 best drivers in the world. It's time for qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go. Afraid we've been pushed down to P16. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Right, you're dropping down the table. You're currently in P11. P11. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today. So our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully out of the barriers. Baku's city circuit then. It's an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Perez, Sainz, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Leclerc, Behrman, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Albon, Joe, Bottas, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was around 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Okay, mate, Mark here. Quick radio check. Right, we're hoping for another strong podium this weekend, so go get out there and get us a result. Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. Threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Nice overtake. Tyre condition still looking good. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 4.7 seconds. this lap. Push now. Going through fuel quicker than we need to, so please let's ease off and make it last. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, let's go now, come on. Good job from you and the crew there, mate. We're satisfied with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. He's in the pits now. You're running low on ERS. Reminder that you can play around with ERS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. up. Well done. The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. That still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but look, let's move on. Get your head down and chin up and focus till the end of the race.
away. Hats off to Ollie Behrman.
And this performance today, Crofty, really goes a long way to keeping their championship hopes alive. It hasn't been an easy season for them so far this year, but this drive today was impeccable. A job well done.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
OK, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.